You know what goes great with Little Caesars pizza? Little Caesars crazy bread. I thought it'd be an interesting little exercise to see if we could just whip them up super quick. Quick little episode, crazy bread over here. So we're basically making the Little Caesars pizza dough that we made in the other video. It's basically pizza dough, and then you just make it into breadsticks. You do a couple little things, bada bing, bada boom, and then you're done. So I need all the pizza dough stuff right here, and we'll go from there. 450 grams of preferably bread flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, like 1 tablespoon of honey, tablespoon of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, and a packet of instant yeast, which is 10 grams. Dun, 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 dun. Simple stuff right here. We just put everything into our stand mixer. You got the old hand mixer, granny mixer. You can use that if you got your hands, totally cool too. We're gonna add our salt, half of your flour, add the yeast. Lukewarm water at 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The honey goes into the water as well as the sugar. And add this to here. Dough hook attachment. I'm just gonna mix this for like 2 minutes. We need our olive oil now, and the fly can go away. The rest of the flour. S'il vous plaît. Down goes the hatch.
Whoa, shit.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. So this is after like 5-6 minutes. I'm gonna let this hang out for another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna repeat the process. Whoa, Nelly. That was like an additional 2 minutes. I don't think I need to go much further than that, to be honest. Flour your work surface. Let's knead this into a nice round ball. Get yourself a nice big old bowl. Slightly oil it up. Oil up the dough ball while you're at it. Okay, once everything is slick, dough ball goes into the bowl. So cover this bad boy up in plastic wrap. The bowl with the dough needs to proof. Double, triple in size if you're lucky. Overnight, 3 days if you got the time. No, I'm gonna do like a couple hours, 2, 3 tops. It's gonna be fine. Let's get into a warm spot. A whopping 3 hours later, just sprinkle just a little bit of flour on the surface, and this bad boy goes down. Boom. I need to cut this guy in half. Put that aside. Cut this into 8 different pieces. So I gotta roll these into like breadstick shapes. I think it needs to be like that, right? To stay that size, it won't. That's better. Like you want that. I don't know if I should have cut them so small. Okay, never mind that thing about splitting the dough in half. I'm gonna use all of it. With a portion that's about the size of like a golf ball, roll this up into an earthworm looking shape. So it is time to heat my oven. I'll let these rest for 10 minutes. So I got my crazy bread on my crazy pans. This is just a pizza pan, but it works. I don't think I'm going the parchment paper route because I never use that kind of stuff for pizza, so I don't think it matters for this. Does it? We'll find out. I could be regretting that decision, but I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna use my instincts. I think we're okay. I'm gonna bake these for like half of what I would do with pizza. So it'd be like 4 minutes. Oh, okay, so while those are in the oven, we have stuff to do. So Little Caesars does have this like famous garlic butter, which is essentially garlic and butter. It's apparently divine. I haven't had it in forever, so I can't recall, but it's really easy to make, I'm sure, right? You just add butter and garlic powder and a little bit of salt, and you should be good to go. We're gonna melt that. In with the melted butter, I'm gonna add a teaspoon garlic powder, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of salt. You know what, maybe a little bit more garlic powder. You never know. Let's give that a whisk. Très bien. Okay, I'm assuming those are ready. We're gonna completely coat these breadsticks with this garlic butter, both sides, just coat them. We're using pre-grated Parmesan, right? Instead of the blocks, pre-grated. I think that's what Little Caesars would be using. And the Parmesan is gonna melt, is exactly what you want. Does that look like crazy bread? That's what I'm looking at. There's a crazy bread photo. However, we're gonna work on a couple things here. I'm gonna half each one, and I'm gonna make them much thinner when I roll them. You can see here the difference. This is what they puff out to be, right? This is one that was split right open. I don't like the look of that, but you can see what they, you can see how much they bake up into, and then the little tiny guys. Head to toe in garlic butter, and then the Parmesan. Spare no expense. Today, we feast. Now, if this does not taste like Little Caesars crazy bread to you, then no, it does. If someone gave me one of these and said, hey, do you want some Little Caesars crazy bread? And then handed me this, I wouldn't know what the difference is. These are spot on, perfect match. So soft and so garlicky and so salty and so buttery. And then you dip it into my, oh, I forgot to mention this. This is the Little Caesars pizza sauce from my pizza video. So you check out that video, you can make this sauce, you dunk the bread into the sauce, and you're in heaven. Buzzer beater.